Hello everyone, I am here to chat about my favorite Sapology product, and that is Matcha Green Tea. We're going to talk about how I love to mix it up. We're going to talk about what it is, what all the hype is about matcha, why it is so good for you, and what sets our Sapology matchas apart a little bit. So we have over 24 flavors. So, if you've heard of matcha not tasting good, if you were to try a plain matcha, you might think so, but we've got salted caramel, we've got cinnamon, we've got blueberry, raspberry, sweet candy cane matcha, sweet chocolate chip cake. We have so many flavors and they are delicious. Trust me. So let's first start with what is matcha green tea. So it is basically green tea leaves that have been stone ground into a fine powder. So not only are you getting all of those great health benefits that you get from drinking green tea, basically drinking the steeped water from the green tea leaves, but you're actually getting 100% of the nutrients and vitamins from those green tea leaves because you're consuming that entire leaf. So let me just show you what it looks like. It is a very fine powder. These are the bags that it comes in. And that is what it looks like. Green is the color of health, right? So one serving of matcha is half a teaspoon daily, and it is loaded in antioxidants. It has, one scoop has more antioxidants than 60 servings of spinach. So as far as a natural product goes, it is off the charts as far as antioxidants are concerned. So it's a great daily detox. But one of the things that I think most of us love about matcha, and it's why we go to it every single day and why we drink it every day, is because it gives you a continuous energy boost. So it's a 4 to 6 hour energy, and it's often described as a calm, alert kind of energy. It's very high in the amino acid L-theanine, and L-theanine is what promotes that calm alertness. So the combination of caffeine and the amino acids and the vitamins in the matcha, it turns into a really slow release of the caffeine into your bloodstream, and so you get that calm, alert kind of energy that can last a very long time. So in comparison to a cup of coffee, you're looking at about 1/3 to 1/2 the amount of caffeine, but you're looking at 4 to 6 hours of an energy boost rather than that 1 to 2 hours that you would get from coffee, with a little bit of a crash and the jitters in there as well. This is more of a calm, steady energy, and people absolutely love it. So basically, you can kind of decide when in your day you need that energy boost. Some people who maybe want to cut coffee out of their life, or who don't drink coffee in the first place, like to have it first thing in the morning, and it really gets them going and it gives them that morning focus and clarity and energy. Others like to drink it around noon, and it gets them through that early afternoon slump that you sometimes hit right after you eat lunch. That's when I used to have mine. I've kind of progressed and I drink it a little bit later in the afternoon, and it gets me through the evening with lots of energy. I tend to wake up really, really early these days, not sure why. But so I need that energy boost later in my day, and it keeps me going. So my whole family drinks it. We all love it. I'm gonna show you how we like to mix it up. And fun fact, you don't have to drink your matcha. You actually can bake with it, you can cook with it, you can make like matcha protein balls. A lot of my clients actually like to mix it in with their yogurt in the morning, and they consume it that way, or the afternoon, or whenever, and they consume it that way. For people who love their morning shakes and smoothies, easy to go in there. The only thing that's going to affect you is the caffeine. So if you like to drink a couple cups of coffee in the morning, or pot of coffee, you might want to wait and have your matcha a little bit later on, or your body might be like, whoa, that is too much caffeine. So that does happen to me. If I have 2 cups of coffee, I cannot have my matcha until about noon or so. So let me show you our matcha shaker. So this is essentially for shaking up a cold matcha. This is how I drink my matcha most of the time. You can have it hot, you can have it cold, you can make it into a latte. We're gonna do that here as well. And so really it's personal preference, but it also depends on the flavor. Like for me, I love the fruity flavors. There's coconut, there's strawberry, there's blueberry, raspberry, peach. I love those ones just shaken up with ice water. So really, really simple. I've got about maybe 8 ounces or so of ice water in here. And then I'm just gonna take a scoop of matcha. I'm gonna use the sweet raspberry because this one is just incredible. And just a note on the sweet matcha. So we have unsweetened, or we have sweetened. We first started out with just the unsweetened varieties. That's all there was when I started 5 years ago. I loved the strawberry, shaken up with ice water. I loved the vanilla, shaken into orange juice. But then we came out a couple years ago with the sweetened line. And so what we've done with that line is we've basically taken the sugar out of it. We have added whole stevia leaf and organic cane sugar, but you're only looking at, per serving, 0 to 1 grams of sugar. So anybody can enjoy these matchas and you don't have the sugar, and they're sweet enough. They're perfectly sweet in my opinion. They are just incredible. So this, I don't know if I showed you the lid. It has kind of an agitator in the lid, and that is why it's specially formulated for the matcha to help, because it's such a fine powder, it just helps to kind of break up those lumps. And we also have a whisk that works fantastic. I forgot to grab it. Oh no, I did grab it. This is our matcha whisk, and we'll use that when we make the matcha latte. So for that one, we have so many flavors. I'm not going to talk about all of them because there's not many I don't like, but I do have some favorites. When it comes to having a nice warm cup of latte or cup of matcha or mixing it as a latte, we have a sweet chocolate chip cake, amazing. Salted caramel, amazing. There is a sweet cinnamon, amazing. I could go on. There are so many, and I mean, it's not to say you couldn't make the fruity ones into a latte as well. But I'm just gonna pour this in a cup, so if you are new to matcha, you can just see how green it really is. And for people who have trouble with the color, then I recommend you get the shaker, and then you don't have to look at it when you drink it. But it doesn't taste green, it just looks green. If you were to sip the plain matcha, it might taste green. This tastes like a beautiful sweet raspberries. I absolutely love it. Drink it every single day. Now we're gonna make a latte because lattes are so much fun. So, and then we're gonna talk about, we also have some single serve matcha sticks. So I will quickly talk about that before I let you go. So the thing to know about matcha, and in fact green tea and white tea as well, you can burn the tea leaf. So when you're using hot water, make sure it's not boiling because your matcha will turn bitter and won't taste good. So if that happens to you, that's probably what happened, is your water was just a little too hot. So I'm gonna do something a little fun here, and I'm going to mix 2 flavors together. So I am going to actually do the peach here first with my hot water. So we'll put 1 scoop in there. And per serving, these bags, you are getting 60 to 100 servings per bag. So the sweetened matchas, they are about 60, 65 servings per bag, and the unsweetened are about 100 servings per bag. So you're looking at a 2 to 3 month supply if you drink it every day. This sweet peach, if you're a peach lover like me, it is incredible. The smell right now is just amazing. So just whisk that up. You just pump it up and down. It's a fun little whisk. I love using it. Oh, and how beautiful is our new BFF mugs. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so that is ready. Now we're gonna froth some milk to put on top of that. And this is our milk frother. I'm just using skim dairy milk, and I do often warm it up, but I'm not gonna warm it up this time. It will froth up great either way. And I'm putting a scoop of matcha into my milk. So I'm actually going to use the sweet cinnamon. So I'm mixing sweet cinnamon and sweet peach, and we're gonna end up with like a peach cobbler. It's amazing. I'm just gonna whisk that a little bit just to make sure it doesn't stick like a big clump in there. And then we're just going to we're going to froth that all up together. And this frother, it doesn't take long, not even a minute. Pardon me. Not even a minute, and we will have a nice thick froth to put on top of our peach matcha. So be sure to comment in if you have any questions at all. I have tried all of the flavors, so I'm going to be posting some lists of all the different flavors. You can take a look at the catalog, and there's a little bit more information there. You can go to our website. There's a little bit more information there. The one thing that I forgot to mention was This is a color from last season. So we come out with 2 new colors of our Big Sip mugs every season, and I have gained quite a collection. I have a rainbow of colors in my cupboard, so this season I have told myself that I am not allowed to get any new colors. So I'll show you what the colors of the season are here just in a second. Okay, froth is ready. We're just gonna let that sit for a second. So this season we have these 2 colors. This is fuchsia. It's actually more of a fuchsia pink in real life. It looks a little darker in the catalog for sure. If you want to see a better photo of it, just let me know. And then we have this fun orange one. And I believe they both have a little bit of a shimmer to them, which is super fun. And yes, like I said, there are over 24 flavors of matcha. So lots and lots, definitely a flavor to suit anyone. All right, so the froth is ready, and that is sweet cinnamon flavored going into my sweet peach matcha. So we're just going to fill that up, see how wonderful that looks. I'll just give it a little bit of a mix here so I can mix those 2 flavors together. Another favorite recipe of mine is to make a frappuccino from the sweet salted caramel. It is just to die for. I just put ice, matcha, milk, blend it up. It's fantastic. And matcha spritzers. Oh my God, that is good. That is like eating a slice of peach pie. Delicious. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about one more way I like mixing up my matcha because it is so versatile. I love sparkling water. I kind of have an obsession with it. Love all the flavors, love it, love it, love it. I often steep my fruit teas in it. I put a scoop of matcha in just a plain sparkling water or one of the flavors and whisk it up together, and I've got a matcha spritzer. Fantastic. And if you don't like sparkling water, but you have a sweet matcha and you add a scoop of that sweet matcha, and then it sweetens up that sparkling water for you. And if you love carbonated beverages, maybe you're trying to get yourself off of drinking pop, that would be an amazing way to do it because you're gonna get that energy. It's going to give you a beautiful, clean energy, and it's going to be sweet, and it's going to be fizzy, and it's delicious. It's one of my favorite afternoon sips. So now, I got some sipping to do. I hope you learned a thing or 2 about matcha today. And I'm going to be posting more information. So like I said, just reach out if you have any questions at all, or if you need any recommendations. Oh, before I go, I wanted to show you the matcha sticks. That's what I almost forgot. So we have these single serve. I'm just gonna open the catalog page here. These bags of 10 single serve matcha sticks. Let's see if I can get into it here. And this is what they look like. This is the sweet salted caramel. Highly recommend this one. It's one of my absolute top favorites. And you get 10 of those. And so we have sweet mango, sweet lemonade. Those ones are great just mixed up with ice water. We have a sweet chocolate, sweet vanilla. That one is a top seller for me. The sweet salted caramel, and then there's a sweet premium matcha. So that is just a plain matcha. So that is a really great way to try out the matcha. If you've never had it before, you could drink it for 10 days and see what difference you notice in your day. There's also a collection where you can choose 3 different ones and you get $5 off. And the same thing goes for this. There's a collection, you get to choose your color of Big Sip, you get to choose your flavor of matcha, and you also get a scoop and you save $5 on that collection as well. So a couple great collections to get going. And we just hope that you're gonna love the matcha as much as we do. So cheers guys, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, and have a good one.